Hello and welcome to Global Fashion Workshop. Let me remind you that we post a new video 3 times a week. We have the sketch of our combination dress in front of us, and today we have a video from our workroom moments. But today we didn't have a chance to show you the atelier. There are too many people in there, so the category of workroom moments transitioned into the studio. But it's just for today. Next time we'll be in the atelier. We will now show you how to finish this corner and also how to treat this whole area here. We'll try to show you all the details, but what we won't be able to show you, we'll tell you about it. Let me show you the state of the dress at this point. Let's look here. Side seam. The side seam allowances are pressed open and are overlocked up to these corners. You can see, right? We pressed this fold along the basting stitch, the front and the back, and we also pressed the hem along the basting stitch. Since our basting stitches were precise, we don't have any issues now, and now we'll start working on this corner. We'll do one corner in front of the camera and one behind. We need to show you how to finish one whole side. We're marking. We're marking these points. Look here to see what you're marking. You're marking the points where this side intersects with this one, this point precisely. You mark it on one side and on the other. You see how Margot is so delicate? She marked just a little for herself, but we can't see anything. She doesn't seem to care about that. Yes. You understood. Yes, it has to be clear for us. And now, we're placing these marks right sides together. The points that we marked, we're putting them right sides together. And we pin it. Point with point. What we marked with our marker, we pin point with point. We take a small ruler with a right angle, a small one. Pay attention here, please. And we're looking at this corner. You see here, we had the corner on one side, here, and on this side too. Here it is. Two corners are placed together, and from the intersection point of these two corners, we will trace a right angle to the points that we marked. Let's do it. Yes, you can do it this way or this way. No, the line must be straight like this. We trace the line along which we'll be sewing. But we'll be sewing, give me the marker, from the corner and stopping 1 centimeter short of the points. So our stitching line will end here. We'll do a back stitch at the corner, go to this point without reaching the end, and our line will end here 1 centimeter above the edge. The dress is coming out very beautifully. I'm so happy with it myself. And really, many of you wrote after the fitting that our dress is prettier than the original. It's prettier because it's hard to make out details on black. But on this one, you can see everything. These wonderful dragonflies will make our life more beautiful. Now we're trimming it down to 1 centimeter. Attention, we're cutting off 1 centimeter away from the stitching line. First 1 centimeter, then the corner. Now we're turning it out with our fingers. Yes, and now we'll press it well. But I want to show you. This line came out perfectly, but we didn't reach the end. Look at this detail here. This is very important. Pay attention here. We have stitched the corner, and the stitching stops 1 centimeter before the edges. You see it here. It stops here. We need to press it, but prior to pressing it, please insert your fingers inside and ensure that the seam allowances are lying correctly on the inside. Because if you don't check anything, you might press it and then realize there's something folded the wrong way and shows on the right side. That's not good for us. We need everything perfect. Margarita, let's press. We showed you how to make the corners. Let's continue. Attention. Here's our bottom ruffle, which is only attached to the main dress. The gore in the sides doesn't have a ruffle. So let's look carefully here at this edge here. Not where our seam will be, but this edge. From the edge, we have 2 centimeters of ruffle to here. If we divide these 2 centimeters in half, we start basting at 1 centimeter here, and this centimeter here should stay free. Unbasted. Let's start basting, please. We worked on these technical steps already. Everything is well thought out, so it's all very precise. This is how you baste the ruffle. Here from the edge plus 2 centimeter, but you baste only 1 centimeter to the corner that's on the inside. You see here from this point, where we left the line unstitched. You baste from this point, and 1 centimeter stays free. So we basted the ruffle. We left a centimeter here, and also on this side, we left a centimeter free. Let's look here. The corner, everything is ready, and now we'll start stitching right from this corner here, from the centimeter away, within this area, but not through all the layers, but only to the folded edge here, because we can't stitch it through all the layers yet, since we'll still have to finish this raw edge on the overlocker. So watch how we're showing step by step. Let's stitch. Remember, our stitching line must end exactly at the point where we didn't finish stitching the corner, and where our corner is open like this. We now stitched 1 centimeter and reached exactly the point. We'll show you now. The side edge of the ruffle, if we fold a centimeter like this, we get exactly to the point where we didn't finish stitching this line here from the corner. And now we're going to finish this edge on the overlocker. From the very beginning of this ruffle edge, from this point here, and then together with the ponturoma, with 1 line of stitching, we'll finish this edge on the serger, and we'll then come back to the sewing machine. Let's see. We attach the ruffle. Here we have an extra centimeter, and now we take this gore and we baste it. It must go from the bottom edge through this point here. For now, the folded edge is not stitched to the dress yet, because this side will also be finished on the overlocker. Now we'll baste it to here. And look. At this top part, we already finished this edge here because it was convenient to do so. Afterwards, it wouldn't be. So now, Margarita will go and overlock this corner, just this top corner here, and then we'll start assembling this seam. Pay attention to this seam I'll show you now. Look, I placed the top of this gore. Here the lines match, as you can see. Now we'll be basting from here to here. This part is overlocked. These points must match. Up to this point, where our corner is unstitched, this point here, we baste the gore to this fold, and from this point on, we start basting the gore to the ruffle. Here. Here we're basting these layers together up to this point. Here, these two layers together. And after that, you understand everything. We'll just have to overlock the seam allowances on this seam and then top stitch around the perimeter to the dress itself with a 3 cm seam allowance. See how much detail we're showing it. We're basting the gore with the ruffle. And at the point where our corners were left unstitched, we start basting the gore with the folded edge. This way, we transfer the needle and we're continuing to baste. Look. Let's just turn it for now. Now we're working with this seam. We basted the ruffle with the gore up to this point. Then from this point, we're basting the gore with this folded part. Here it is. And then when we'll do it all, we'll overlock the raw edges. Then we'll mark a line at 3 cm on the right side. Then we'll stitch to the corner, turn and continue stitching here. A very straight right angle here. We'll top stitch everything to the dress. But we'll do it all this after we finish this seam here that we're basting now, then overlock it and press it. We showed you in much detail how to finish this part here. I'm happy we had the chance to do it. Be different along with us. I'm hoping our lessons will help you in this, to be different every day. Click like, share our videos on social media, subscribe to our channel, stay with us. All the best for myself, Irina Paukšte, Margarita, and our entire team.